What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the Majestic Lifestyle Coaching channel. And today's topic is going to be what's keeping you back from reaching your dream life. We're going to discuss 10 main things that could be keeping you back. Now, of course, there may be more things than that that are not covered on today's list, but we're going to talk about 10 main things that could be holding you back, and take a look at these things. So we could possibly do a mind shift. All right. So if that's something that you've been going through, or something that may be happening to you, let's get after it. So if this is your first time tuning into the channel, welcome. Welcome. Make yourself comfortable. Have a seat. Let's talk. Let's have a discussion, right? Because this channel is all about building a community of people that are like-minded, trying to be the best they can be in every aspect of their lives, while pushing to go to the highest levels that they can. And especially for people who felt like they've had issues, right? It's been tough to get to their dream goals in life. It's been tough building the business. They've been having issues, interferences, obstacles, or whatnot. This is a home for you. All right. And so I know I promised the self-esteem video, but I wanted to lay a foundation before we go into self-esteem. So that video will come on Friday. But today we're going to talk about the 10 main things that I believe keep people back in their lives, especially when they know that they want better for themselves, whether they're stuck working for somebody, or even if they're in the corporate world moving up the ladder, but they're not happy, right? Don't ever forget this. You could be making millions of dollars and still not happy. There are people, like I've spoken about in the depression video and suicidal. There are people that we've known in history, both in fashion, television, movies, and things like that, who've had it all, or seemingly have it all. They have millions of dollars, billions of dollars, but they've committed suicide. They weren't happy with their lives. So just because you're at a high level at a corporate job, or you may have your business, doesn't mean you're really doing what is your purpose, your passion, and what would fulfill your life. Okay. And so let's go over some of the basic things that could be holding most people back. So oftentimes the first and main thing is you. Now, anyone that knows me knows that there are outside factors that can affect you. There's issues of race, issues of sexism, all types of issues out there that can affect you from reaching your goal. Whether if your goal is to become the CEO of a company and move up the ladder, or build your own platform and have your own business. We know that there are outside factors. It's good to know these factors, because if you're gonna go down a path, let's say if I'm gonna go from here into the city, into uptown, here in Atlanta, Buckhead, right? If I'm going blindfolded, I'm gonna stumble, I'm gonna fall. But if I know where the path, where things are, where to turn, where there may be whatever may be in the way, if I know that, then I know how to better navigate. So it's important to know the reality of the various factors that can affect you in reaching your goal. But once you know these things, everything else lies on you. And that is the foundation of everything. Because God, oftentimes, when we connect with God, He puts a lot of things in us in order to get us to where we want to go, in order to accomplish the life that we want to accomplish. So the main first thing is you. Are you where you want to be? Are you too afraid? Or what's going on inside of you that's keeping you back? You have to search within yourself. This could take a matter of hours, days, weeks, months, or years to get to the point where you search within yourself to understand who you are, first of all. What is your passion? What are your likes and dislikes? What are your strengths and weaknesses? What's your driving force? What is your why? Once you know and understand you, then it'll be a lot easier to lay out a path of where you need to go. So that first factor is you. Now let's get to the second factor. Second factor that affects people that are not where they want to be is too many interests, too many too many things, too many distractions, too many paths, too many things you're trying to build. And guess what? That's been me. I've always been a person that I have a lot of different interests. Like, I love music. I love music. Anybody that knows me knows I love music. If I could sing, I would, well, I do sing choir style, but I'm talking about solo. And one day I'll probably work on that. But if I could sing, I'll be singing all the time. Now, if I could play an instrument, I wish I took those lessons that my dad gave me when I was young. I wish I took it seriously. I wish I was proficient in the piano now. At this point, my goal is to pick up the guitar and probably the bass. But I still wish I was really good at an instrument right now. I wish I could DJ. Because, man, when you watch a DJ just work a room, mix music, bring it together, that's really dope. I do photography. I do commercial photography, portraits, fashion, but there's a lot of things that I love when it comes to photography. Oftentimes they tell you need to build one niche, build your name in one thing. And after so many years of trying to do a bunch of different things, weddings, fashion, which was my number one, portraits, I would do jewelry. I did some jewelry sessions. You know when you photograph in jewelry. I've gotten to the point where now I'm just trying to focus on commercial photography. Definitely don't do weddings anymore, but I'll still do fashion because that goes along with commercial. I'll do portraits, product, things like that. That work along with commercial photography. But besides that, there's so many things, and I realized that when I was trying to do so many things, what do they say? It's like you become a jack of all trade, but a master of none. You are better off finding a niche, finding your purpose, finding your lane, building that up. And don't look at these moguls up there like Diddy, the guy from Virgin Records, and all these people doing so many things. Because once you've built up one successful business, you not only have the knowledge, but now you have the money to hire people to keep that running while you just supervise it and go build another business. So if you're ever like me, where you have passion for so many different things, you have to wind it down and get to one thing, build that up, and then you can go attack others. So focus on, dig within yourself, find your purpose and your passion. Find that number one thing. And here's the combination that I would advise you to do when it comes to finding something. Find something that's going to make you money as quickly as possible, but that you still love, that you can build up. Well, it depends, because some people you need to go straight for the top. And if your circumstance allows you to do that, go for whatever else. But for some other people, you might need to do something that you can build right now that can help you build other things. So find that one thing that you need to focus on right now that can get you to the next level, build that up, and then build other things. And then when you have a good system, you can start working on various things at a time, because you have the money and the time and the knowledge to put people in different avenues of your businesses, to manage them, and then you oversee everything. Okay? So find a focus. Point number 3 is lack of finance. A lot of people like us who are not born with a silver spoon in our mouths, we didn't have all these opportunities, which sometimes could be a good thing, because when you don't have a lot of opportunities, you don't have a lot of money, it gives you a certain drive to not give up. It gives you a certain thirst, a certain push to just keep going after it, right? You keep pushing. Some people can push a lot faster than others, but at the end of the day, remember the video that we did on the tortoise and the hare? Even if you're not the hare, if you're the tortoise, you're gonna keep going because you have that drive to get to the next level. So if the issue is lack of finance, what you need to do is search high and low for something that's gonna get you to the next level. So if you can afford the basic, for example, I do photography, right? Right now, my current camera is a Canon 7D. And right now, I'm also transitioning into adding film work into my business. And the 70, you could do film, you can do videos, but it's not the ideal camera for getting into film, especially nowadays with the things that people are doing, like the dynamic movements and everything else like that. You can do more static, or if you have a big expensive rig, you can do follow focus with the 7D, but it doesn't have automatic follow focus or automatic focus to be able to move around and do different shots. It will do more static. So you keep it there, you record a scene, keep it there, move it, you record the next scene. But with what I want to get into, for example, the ideal camera would be either something that's out right now for me would be a Sony 7A3, A7 III, I'm sorry, or a camera that's about to come out, which is the Canon R5, I believe. Mirrorless cameras with great low light capability, great follow focus, a lot of great options. I can afford that right now because I'm a struggling business owner, right? So the goal for me right now at this point, I could have saved up for, I could have gotten like one of those $300 cameras or something like that. But the camera that I'm actually going to save up for is a $750 camera, which is a Canon 77D. Either that or M6. But there's a $400 camera that I saw that I might actually pick up first just to get started and to start practicing. So what I'm trying to get at is wherever you want to go, if you don't have the money, you need to create some kind of income or find something that you can start where you are at the lowest level so that you could either bring in a little bit of money in or you could practice with what you have. So for example, if you want to get into cooking, you have no gear, get the cheapest thing at Walmart and start practicing. If you want to do hair, get the, get what you can afford and start practicing. When you start practicing with what you can get, or when you start to implement, find a way to bring in a little bit of money, then you can keep getting to the next and to the next and to the next level, right? So for example, if you can do something that brings you an extra $100 a week, $10 an hour part-time, you do that and you make sure you use those funds wisely, put it aside to save up to get the next level item that can get you your business to the next level, right? So maybe from that $100 a week, you get to $500 a week because you got better at your craft, you got better at whatever you needed to do to get to the next level. And then from 500, you get to 1,000 a week and you keep going. Sometimes we aim for that $500,000 a month, right? So that whatever the figure is, but we're stuck because it's too high. So if that goal is unachievable and you've been having issues getting there, don't be ashamed to start with something really small. Do whatever you can that can bring in an extra $100 a week, $150 a week. If it's $400 a week, whatever it is, do that. Do it over and over. Use a lot of that money, save it aside to put towards the business. This is not going to go towards luxury. And then you can reinvest in the business and you can get education, better products, and you can keep growing. So if the issue is lack of finance, you need to figure that out and figure a path forward to get to where you need to get to. Number 4 is something simple. You don't know what to do. There's people who want more out of their lives, but they're stuck because they're like, I don't know. I don't know. It happens. And there's people that are older who still haven't discovered their passion. They still haven't discovered where they should go in life. If that is your problem, what I would suggest is you could read books, things like Purpose-Driven Life, books on finding your purpose. You can talk to people, do a lot of introspective time, right? Spend time within yourself to really figure out what is your passion. What do you dream about? What do you love to? What is it that you would do even if no one paid you? That's a great way to start. And if you don't have anything that you could think of at the moment, then think of, go online, look at what different people are doing, do research. Tools that are there's 2 tools that you can use that are very popular these days: Google and YouTube. Google and YouTube are 2 of the biggest libraries in the world. Look up to see what people are doing and research to see what brings in good money, what is future proof, and what you would enjoy. If you have that combination, make great money. So what is something that would last that would go a long ways in the future, something that you could earn a great income with, something that could help a lot of people, right? And something that you're passionate about. If you find that combination, you're gonna be on your way. So if you don't know what to do, speak to people. Think about the things you've always been passionate about, especially since you were a kid. Maybe things if you used to love to draw, sew things, look at cars, whatever it is, cameras, video, whatever, housing, whatever it is. Look within yourself and start to dig in to find your passion. Speak to people, read books, look up things like YouTube and Google, and see what is out there. And you have to get to a point where you put a foot down somewhere to get started. But don't just do anything, because sometimes you might do something that's a complete waste of your time, and you spend money and you hate it and you go nowhere. So take the time to find out what it is that you're passionate about, find your purpose, and then take action. Next thing, point number 5 that holds a lot of people back is lack of skills. So if there's something that you want to do that you don't have the skills, there's varying ways of doing this, right? So if you want to be a doctor, there's no choice. You have to go to college. If you want to be a nurse, a pastor, an engineer, there's certain degrees, and you guys know the list. There's some degrees that you have to go to school for. That's the only way. Now, for example, if it's IT, you can just do certifications, right? There's different things where you can start right from home. There's things where you can go get a program at a community college. There's so many different ways, especially nowadays. Like the 2 things that I listed in number 4, Google and YouTube. There are so many resources, especially on Google and YouTube, that you can sit there and study for years. Not just a couple of days, not just a couple of months, but not a couple of weeks, years. There's so much free content out there that whatever you decide your passion is, go online. If it's not something there's some things that if you want to go to school for it, you can even start taking some online classes. Like there's some schools that offer classes for free. So if you can't afford to go to school yet, or if you're not ready to go to college yet, if that's the path you need to go, you're going to be a lawyer, whatever else, engineer, whatever else, then sometimes you can just go straight to school, right? You can enroll yourself, you can afford it, and you're ready to study. But if you need to prep yourself, if you don't have the money, you can start right online, start taking classes, start understanding, get a book, start understanding the basics of whatever it is. So if you want to be a doctor, start looking to biology, start looking at the classes that you take, look up programs on self-study guides or whatever you can get to start understanding that path. But the thing is that nowadays, when it comes to, if you don't possess the skills, there are way too many options right now for you to get that done. Start right where you are, get on the computer, get on Google, get on YouTube, start looking at what you need to learn, what are the subjects you need to study to become good at whatever it is that you want to do. See if there's free resources on YouTube and Google, and spend some time. Even if it's start with 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour a day, 2 hours, 3 hours, whatever time you have that you can afford, put in some time and start learning these classes. Because in life, you should never stop learning. You should always be studying, be learning more, and be growing. Remember, the day you stop growing is the day you start dying. So study, keep studying. Become a lifelong learner. That's very important. So, folks, we're going to actually cut it right here for today. I know I told you 10, but you know what? We have to break it up because this video is getting to be a little bit longer than I want it to be. So we're actually going to do the other 5 on Friday. So come back on Friday and we'll discuss the next 5 things that could be holding you back from your dream life. All right, folks. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, hit the like button. That shows that tells YouTube that you guys enjoyed it and that you want to see more of these videos and that more people should see these videos and our channel. Hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. When you hit the subscribe button, you become a part of the Majestic Lifestyle family. And then the notification bell lets you know whenever I have a new video that comes out. share this video with someone. Let someone know, because there may be other people out there that may be going through the same issue. So share the video with them, and so that someone else could be helped with that as well. And at the end of the day, just also leave a comment below and let me know certain things that you could be struggling with, certain things that could be holding you back, or some things that you may need help with in order to get to the next level. All right. Or even if you want to leave a word of encouragement for other people, go ahead and do so. All right. So folks, until the next time, do me a favor, live your best live the majestic lifestyle, and I'll see you on Friday.